What's up, you guys? Good afternoon. It's me, Jessica, coming to you like I promised. Just got home from work, and I'm really excited to get to you first thing this morning with our video. But I think it's kind of cool because it gave you guys some time to really think. And I love on Transformation Tuesdays, to help start getting your mind really thinking. On Mondays, I see that like a lot of people are like blah, and like they're dragging because they had too much fun over the weekend, or they just, the people who get the weekends off from their jobs and then going back on Monday, they're really like dragging butt and don't want to be there really. So I understand the whole using Monday to kind of get back in the flow of things. So it's Tuesday, it's a new day. You guys got another opportunity and a chance to be the person that you need to be in order to succeed. So here's the quote for today. Alright? If you only read the books that everyone else is reading, you can only think what everyone else is thinking. And I love that. Like, Jim Rohn says that, the book you don't read won't help you. So, I'm not a fan of reading books. I'll be the first to admit, like, that's not even usually something I put on, like, my hobbies list. When people are saying, like, what do you like to do for fun, or what do you do for yourself, I don't usually say reading. But I am now. I'm reading more. Even if it is the audiobooks, it's still a book, and I'm listening, and I take notes, and, I've become a student of life again, and I really love it. So now that I'm reading books that other people aren't really reading, like, these books you think, that have been around forever, like Think and Grow Rich and all those kind of books, they've been around for a while, and not everybody reads them. Like, it's because it's different, and people are afraid of different. They don't understand different. Everybody wants their paycheck every week or every 2 weeks. They want to know that they work this many hours and they're going to bring home at least this much so they can budget for this. But, like, isn't that such a sad, like, world to, like, be in? Like, that we have to, like, I talk about making money work for you instead of you working for the money. Like, our generation and, before us, after us, and ours currently, the majority of them are just trying to figure out how to survive, just how to make it. They're budgeting just to be able to pay their bills. They go to work to come home to pay for the rent, to pay for the groceries, and then they left with nothing. Like, a lot of people, some people just, like, have cable. That's, like, their luxury. And I see a lot of people that are behind on their cable bill because they can't afford it, because they have their rent and they have these expenses and this. And I feel if people sometimes, if we all reallocate our money in different areas, we'd probably be able to, have a little bit extra. But it's just so sad that, I see you see people that are just angry and they're depressed. And it's always because of money. Like, money is the number one, like, reason for, depression. It's the number one reason for divorce. And, like, people, when they feel that they don't have enough money to be able to do anything with it, it just, like, consumes everything else. They can't even see that they have value and worth of their own just because they don't have the, green paper behind it. Like, you are still an amazing person just because you don't have the money yet, right? But you gotta start concentrating and thinking about, money and yourself in different ways. Stop thinking in the sense of lack. Start thinking into abundance. Stop saying, one day, and start thinking about having it now, right? You deserve what you want within its means, so you need to be the person with the right mentality and right values and goals in order to be able to get what you want. So it can all start simply, like I told you guys, my whole journey, the change in my life happened when my friend Yvonne told me to read a book, okay? A book that not everybody was reading, but people are starting to read it. So, like the quote says, read a book that not everyone's reading, okay? Find and read a book that someone who has what you want out of life has read. Like Jim Rohn says that really the best thing, the most valuable thing that you can leave behind is your library. like the journal, the notes you take, and the books that you read, even more so than the money that you can leave behind. So think about books, that people have read. Ask people, who have what you want or are on their way to what you want. Ask them what they're reading. Ask them what they fill their minds with. And that's the kind of stuff that you want to be reading. Not garbage. Okay? And that just brings me to this little fun fact. And it's from 2010, the fact. So it's 2014. So 4 years later, and I'm sure the number is way higher. But can you just imagine, in August of 2010, there was 129,864,880 books in the world. So there is a book out there for whatever it is that you need to fill your mind with more of. Whatever you need to sharpen your saw on, there is got to be at least one book out there on the subject. Somebody who has tried to do what you've done and failed and writes about their mistakes, or somebody who has tried and succeeded and they've wrote about how they did it. And you can learn from both. Okay, you just have to go read these books. The book you don't read won't help you. And that's amazing. This was 4 years ago, so we're going to say that there's probably like 132 million books out there. You got to be able to find something to help you grow. So that's what I want you guys to think about and what I want you to use to transform your mind today on Transformation Tuesday. Have a good day, and we will see you in the morning. Peace.